Clashes on Capitol Hill tonight as division deepens thanks to the Democrats' attempts to impeach this president, something that could have major repercussions for our country, our political system, our economy, of course, and our relationships with other nations all around the world. At this moment, we are less than 24 hours from the first House-wide vote on impeachment. Joining me right now, Florida Senator Marco Rubio. Senator Rubio, welcome.
Thanks.
So they're going to get the votes?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what their votes are over there. But look, here's the problem with all this. I think we have trivialized impeachment. It is a major remedy. I mean, it is an extraordinary remedy, and it is very traumatic for the country. It should only be imposed very cautiously. It should only be pursued cautiously. The decision should be made based on all the facts, and ultimately, the final decision should be made on the basis of what's in the best interest of America. So let's assume for a moment, I don't, but let's assume for a moment you're somebody or somebody who thinks that Donald Trump is terrible for America and they don't agree with him on anything. What is the right approach for our country? Is it to defeat him at the ballot box or to put us through this very painful, traumatic experience, frankly, for something that has not been pursued in a way to this point that's been very transparent or provided facts? They're just leaking information every day as they see fit.
Yeah, no, I hear you. You've got 63 million votes that you're trying to undo, and that's a pretty serious thing, and you should be thinking very clearly, very thoughtfully about that and its ramifications on the future. What kind of precedent it sets, of course. I mean, I've made the comparison, and I'll make it before. It feels like we're increasingly a little like Latin America, right? Or one of these banana republics that kind of can't get their act together, as opposed to the United States of America, which has a peaceful transition of power.
Yeah, I mean, just you think about the precedent it set. That's a great point. What will happen, I am telling you, what will happen is in the future now, both parties, anytime there's somebody that gets elected, they don't like the outcome of the election, they don't like something they do, they immediately jump on it and they're going to pursue impeachment as a way to bring them down, as opposed to beating them at the ballot box. The trauma it would just paralyze this place. You wouldn't be able to get anything done. But here's the main point, and these people should think about it tomorrow before they vote. The American people did not send them here to spend their whole time on partisan investigations. They want people up here working on the things that matter to them, the people, not the things that matter to us politically, like these sort of gamesmanship that we've seen now. So at the end, I hope they'll take that into account.
Yeah, hopefully. I doubt it, but hopefully. John Bolton, let me ask you about him, because we've heard that he was not very happy with Rudy Giuliani or this president and what was going down in Ukraine, and he expressed those concerns to Fiona Hill, who then told Congress about that. Do you think that John Bolton will testify next week, because he's been subpoenaed?
Yeah, I have no idea. I know he'll comply with whatever the law requires him to do. But again, and I don't blame you for asking me the question, but just know we are all operating here on the basis of opening statements given by witnesses and questions and answers to questions as the Democrats have chosen to leak to the press. So we're not watching the back and forth. We're not seeing the full plethora of questions. We're not seeing all of the evidence put together in its entirety. That we're operating on the basis of what they've chosen to tell us, and I assure you that what they're leaking is things that are favorable to the theme and the narrative that they've already tried to establish. So I just don't think anyone's in a position to opine at this point until all the evidence is public and before us, so we can make wise choices about what's in the best interest of the country.
Will that happen if there's this formal impeachment inquiry vote? Will America get a chance to see what's really going down there?
No, I don't think this vote, from my understanding, all it does is basically formalize the way they've already been running this process. Now, eventually, they will have to do something public. Eventually, they will have to go to the floor and vote on articles of impeachment. And if they do that, eventually, there'll have to be a trial in the Senate. But we're not at that stage right now. But part of this is let's leak out information so we can impact public opinion on the matter, so that we can make more Democrats and maybe a couple Republicans feel safer or better about voting for impeachment. This is about creating the environment so more people feel safer voting for. Remember, a few weeks ago, there were a significant number of Democrats that didn't want this. This was all about creating the political environment to make them feel more comfortable doing it.